Hello and welcome to ICANN Media. We are coming to you from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. We are just outside of Canada Place where a huge conference is going on called Globe 2014. I'm your host, Rob Hislop, and over the next couple of days we're going to be heading into the conference, taking in some of the many sessions and talking to some of the keynote speakers. Some of the topics discussed: changing energy landscapes and responsible resource management. Now, there are over 250 plus speakers, world leaders in their industry, talking here over the next 3 days. 50 plus countries are represented, and there are over 300 exhibitors at the trade show. We are going to give you a taste of what Globe 2014 has in store. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to Wes Cragg with York University's Schulich School of Business. You're one of the panelists here today.
I am, and I was.
Yes. Now, business ethics is your area of expertise.
It is.
So tell me how you see things changing in that area, how you've seen things change over the years.
Well, over the 20 years that I've been teaching at the Schulich School, we've moved from a position where ethics was simply not a part of the formal curriculum at all. You found no courses on ethics in the MBA program, to a point where the MBA program at Schulich is defined in many respects by the involvement of ethics, sustainability, corporate social responsibility, those kinds of issues. So the environment, the management environment has changed really 150, 180 degrees with respect to that topic.
Well, here you were talking about social license and getting the social license. Obviously, good ethics come into play here.
They do, because one of the key issues that I raised was the issue of trust. If a license is issued by a community, they need to know that the license will be respected by the company or the entity to which they issue the license. So companies have to establish that they're committed to doing that they have the values that will allow them to do that, they're committed to it, and they'll implement it across the whole corporation, across the whole operations. And that's the real challenge for a mining company, because frequently the top senior management will be committed, and they're the ones that interact with the community. But it's not built into the operations of the mine, so that people confront prejudice, for example, discrimination at the working level, which is not properly addressed, and therefore communicates significant disrespect to the people of the community whose jobs have been promised by the mine, for example, in the context of a impact benefit agreement. So yes, trust and ethics are absolutely fundamental to the building of relationships.
Is industry, I mean, we're from Alberta, so we're thinking oil industry there. Is industry being forced to step it up in this area?
Well, I think forced, I don't know. I think that increasingly the leaders...
public pressure being put on them for that, yeah.
I'm not sure it's public pressure as such. What's happened, I think, is that in the oil industry, very gradually, leading companies are coming to recognize that if they don't in fact change the way in which they do business, if they don't recognize that communities in fact have a right to issue a social license, and that they don't have a right to operate if they don't have a social license, that they're not going to be able to export their oil. I mean, they're being closed in. There are walls now being built around Alberta that are making it increasingly difficult and may actually prevent the construction of the kinds of pipelines they require to get their oil to market. They're going to hit a brick wall, and as you approach that wall, or as you bounce off it, you realize you have to change. The mining industry realized that in the 1990s. The forestry industry realized that in the 1980s. I think very gradually, not nearly quickly enough, the oil and gas industries are beginning to realize that in the 21st century. So, yeah.
Wes, thank you very much for your time.
Good to talk to you.